Hello, children. Today we are going to do pollution sources and type part 2. And in part 2, we are going to deal with the air pollution. Air, which is one of the three realms of the earth, has made life possible on the earth's surface, consists of 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and 1% of other gases. And this has supported life on the earth's surface. And according to the World Health Organization, air pollution, it can be defined as the situation where atmosphere contains material that are harmful to biosphere. So when they are undesirable material, like it can be in solid, liquid or gaseous form in the air, and which is harmful to not only biotic life but abiotic life as well, then we say that air pollution has occurred. Though air pollution, it can also occur because of the natural sources, like the volcanic eruption, but still the term air pollution is usually referred to the man-made processes, like the when energy production is there, waste incineration is there, transportation is there, deforestation is there. At that time we see that air pollution has occurred. So basically man-made sources are more associated to air pollution than the natural sources of air pollution. And although air is still made up of mostly oxygen and nitrogen, but man has increased the level of the many trace gases because of the pollution that has taken place. Air pollution, it is taking place everywhere, and the air pollution, it has resulted in very poor quality of the air, especially in the cities and in countrysides as well. And this air pollution makes people sick, causes breathing problem. All the problem occurs in the health of the people. That's because of the air pollution that has taken place in the towns and cities. Some pollutant that is there in the air, they return on the earth's surface in the form of acid rain. And then when there's occurrence of acid rain, it corrodes, or it we can say it erodes the statues and the buildings. It damages the crop. The forest is completely damaged because of the acid rain that has taken place. Not only that, the lakes and the streams, it becomes unsuitable for the marine life. That is because of the air pollutant that has returned to the earth's surface in the form of the acid rain. Ozone hole and global warming, it is basically caused because of the man-made air pollution that is taken place. So because of the global warming, what is happening is some places are becoming hotter and drier, and other places they are becoming wetter, and severe storm and flooding is also occurring in various places. And this has brought about ecological imbalance in the environment. Now, there are different types of air pollutant. So, we will deal with these types of air pollutant one by one. First one is primary air pollutant that are directly released into the air. So, what exactly is primary air pollutant? The pollutant that is directly released into the air either naturally or because of the man-made processes. So, the example of this primary air pollutant are suspended particulate matter, sulfur oxide, dust, smoke. They enter directly into the environment and pollute the environment or air. We call it primary pollutant. The second type of pollutant, air pollutant, is secondary air pollutant, and here it is written formed due to the various interaction in the sense interaction between the atmospheric component and the primary component. When it takes place at that time, secondary pollutant is formed, and this pollutant is the smog and the ozone. Gaseous pollutant, it is in the gaseous form, and the example of gaseous pollutant include the carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide. All these are examples of the gaseous pollutant. Next one is the natural pollutant, which occurs naturally, like the volcanic eruption, forest fire, dust storm. When it occurs and pollution takes place, then we call those a natural pollutant. The next type of pollutant is the man-made pollutant, where basically the pollutant that is created by man. Under it comes the various types of pollution, that is automobile pollution, industrial pollution, burning of garbage also leads to pollution. So we will deal with it one by one. Okay, talking about the automobile pollution, it is a major source of carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons. So when the automobiles, like the supersonic transportation is there. Not only that, various types of forms of transportation is there. At that time, carbon monoxide is released, hydrocarbons are released, a compound of nitrogen, oxygen, it is released. So this brings about destruction of the ozone layer. Industrial pollution, like the manufacturing industries, they releases a wide range of pollutant in the air. Not only that, the oil refineries, it gives out harmful gases like ammonia, hydrocarbon, aluminium plant releases fluoride dust. Cement industry also emits lots of harmful dust particles. So this is how the industrial pollution is taking place. Then burning of the garbage, like burning, it releases huge quantity of harmful gases. Like when burning takes place, at that time smoke is released, along with it carbon and nitrogen oxide is also released. And especially when burning is taking place, at that time sulfur dioxide is also released in huge quantity. So because of it, global warming takes place, and it raises the sea level due to the melting of the ice. In brick kilns, or we can say brick factories, in those factories also coal is used in order to burn the bricks. This takes place especially in northern parts of India, where coal is used to burn the bricks, and it gives out lots of carbon dioxide, particulate matter, smoke, dust, and harmful gases are given to the environment. And dead animals and plant, or when it decomposes, at that time also ammonia is given out, methane is given out. Not only that, the radioactive element also releases various kinds of harmful rays are released by the radioactive element as well. This is talking about the outdoor air pollution. We will also have to talk about the indoor air pollution. So the use of various kinds of luxury items like the refrigerators, not only that, air conditioner, all this brings about lots of pollution indoor as well. So refrigerator, it releases lots of chlorofluorocarbon, which is very dangerous, or it helps in breaking up of the ozone layer. And then that is the reason for the depletion of the ozone layer. And air conditioner also, it heats the indoor space, especially in the offices and buildings, and pollutes the environment. And many cleansing agents that we use, like the sprays we use, it releases the poisonous gas to the environment. This is all for today, girls. We will be dealing with another type of pollution in the next presentation. Till then, take care of yourself and study well. Bye bye.